All right, guys, we are live. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I guess my mute was muted, or my mic was muted. But yeah, we are live. We got UFC 248. We got Izzy versus Romero this Saturday, and it's a good card. I do think that's a really good card. There's a couple fights that should have been on the card, but they got scrapped a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it's a really good card. I can't wait to talk about the main event. Can't wait to talk about all the fights. Also, it's 12 fights. And can't wait. Let's talk about last card real quick. We had a winning night betting wise. I think let's see real quick. I think it was plus 505 in the night. I kind of got screwed by the Ion play, honestly. So we could have went 4 for 4, but or 3 for 3. But yeah, so I cashed on Brennan Allen, cashed on Brady. So I had 3 units on both of them, and then I lost in the lava bet. The fight got rebooked. I mean, I don't agree with the stoppage. I don't think a lot of people do either. I mean, he clearly was, was faking it and all that stuff. But I mean, the ref stopped it. I can't really say anything else. So it is what it is. A lot of people out there that bet on Ike Live are saying that was easy money, and that was the worst stoppage in history, honestly. So Hubbard was definitely not out of it. I mean, he even said after he was doing that on purpose. So I do think that it was bullshit. But whatever, the fight's going to be busted. Let's see if that line, stays there. So, yeah. So let's talk about the card real quick. The main event, Davison got a quick KO. Definitely, smoke Benavidez, and they're going to get a rematch. Let's see what happens there. Spencer got a win over, the jobber, Dos Santos. We just talked about the Kikuwaba fight. Magny got a win over the jobber, Dumont. Dawson went out there and dominated Minner. Phillips beat Silva. Ah, man, sucks because I picked him, man. I picked Phillips to win, and I didn't bet him. But then again, you're gonna pick underdogs, you're not gonna bet. So it sucks because he looked really good. Phillips looked like he's gonna be a top 15, top 10 guy after that performance. I mean, his striking is legit. He trains one of the best games. Allen went out there and beat Breeze. I mean, I don't think Breeze is a fighter. I really don't. I mean, we'll see how he looks in his next fight. I mean, they're gonna have to give him a cupcake in the fight. I mean, like they're gonna have to give him some jobber, dude. They're gonna have to because Allen out there and just destroyed him, dude. Allen is legit serious. He's gonna go places. Pena versus Garcia, yeah, Pena got the win. There's some sketchy moments in there. I'm not sold on Pena. We'll see who he fights next. But like I said, I'm gonna be looking to fade him. Griffin beat TJ Brown. Yeah, Brown was winning the fight. Griffin caught him. I'm happy for Griffin for getting that win because he was probably gonna get cut. Carlisle versus Cruz. Well, I mean, he would have got cut if he lost. A little controversial, people are saying back of the head and all that, but yeah, Spike went up there and looked really good. I actually have a couple of friends that train at King's MMA, and they said that he's crazy and all this, so he does. He definitely looks like a crazy guy. So congrats. And then Brady went out there and beat Fraudiev. Yeah, man, I just don't think Fraudiev's, what a lot of people think he is. He's too young. I mean, he's green. He has, a pretty good record, but I just don't think he can defend a takedown. He has bad cardio. He has really bad IQ. We'll see who he fights next, but if he fights anyone with grappling, dude, he's a fade. Chance did the same thing to him that Brady did. Brady actually did it, I feel like, a little more better. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Chance went out there and dominated, but Brady dominated too. They both dominated, and then, yeah, I just don't think Fraudio's, anything. I mean, is he a jobber? I don't know if I'm gonna call him a jobber, but he's a fraud. I'll tell you that, and he's a fraud. So there you go. Let's read the comments real quick before we go into the card. What's up, Clint? I'm sick today. Got nothing better to do than hang out in chat. I'm not sick, but my allergies are bugging me right now. Illegal shelter. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna be at the line. I know you cashed out. I'm congrats on that, but yeah, I don't agree with that stoppage. I don't know. If a lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't either, but who knows? I just don't agree with the stoppage. I thought it was, kind of bullshit, but whatever. He could have got KO'd after that, but he could have got a win too. So who knows? On the next card. So first fight of the night, we got. Oh my god, this is probably the worst fight of the card. We got Guido Cannetti versus Dana Bakrow, and I mean this is kind of a low level fight. Both these guys are at the bottom of the division. You got Dana, who's 0-1. He had a pretty decent fight with Alex Hang, but I mean the thing in this fight is that I feel like Cannetti gas is really bad. He has really bad cardio. He's like 40 years old. He's 84. I think Dana. I didn't write Dana's record down. I forget what it is, but Dana's the better striker for sure in this matchup. Cannetti, I feel like has to get this fight down to that. Cannetti has KO power too, but I mean, he's declining. I mean, it's going to be a banger. I feel like this fight's definitely going to be, you know, a fun fight, but I definitely give Batgerel the cardio advantage. I think the longer the fight goes, he has the advantage. I think he's the better striker. Cannetti definitely, hits like a truck, and he's, the first round's going to be tough. But if Cannetti doesn't get him out of there, Cannetti doesn't, get him down and tap him out, I think that Cannetti's going to lose out in the first round. So, yeah, tough first round for Dana, I think, but I'll go with the background with either a second round finish or a decision. I'm not confident in this fight right now. So next fight, we got Chikadze versus Jamal Emmers, and it's a really interesting fight. Jamal Emmers is a SoCal guy, and he's actually been training with Curtis Wonder, and I think people at CSW and all that stuff. Emmers is 17-4, Chikadze's 8-2. So this is interesting because Emmers has the way more experience. And, he has a grappling advantage. He has good grappling. He has a good submission game. He just doesn't use it sometimes. He has been using it lately. He's actually on a 4-fight winning streak, I think, with all finishes. That's probably why he got the call. But I don't trust the guy. I mean, the guy went out there and lost to Rosa. I bet Jamal Emmers at Juice versus Julian Rosa contender series, and you're going out there and losing to one of the worst guys like Julian Rosa is such a trouble. I mean, Emmers could have took him down once and the fight would have been over, and he did even shoot for one takedown. He's a good prospect though. I mean, the guy's beaten, Alex Fraudnandez, Corey Sandhagen. So I mean, the guy's technical. He's fast. He has good striking, but he's chinny. He's been knocked out, twice, and he's been hurt in multiple fights. I don't trust him. I really don't, because you don't know what Emmers is going to show up. Emmers is going to shoot, but Emmers is going to brawl. If he brawls with Chikadze, he's going to get knocked out. I mean, I definitely think that Chikadze has a striking advantage. He's 8-2. He's green, but I mean, he has a really good kickboxing background. This guy has a really good body kick, dude. He has a good jab. He has good hands. He impressed me versus Brandon Davis. I definitely thought he won every round in that fight. I don't know how I went to a draw first, but he definitely slows down for sure. So, Jamal Emmers, definitely probably has a card advantage here. But, I do think that they strike, Emmers has good striking. I'm not saying he doesn't. He's technical. He has, a good jab. He has good hands. He has good weight kicks. He has a good right hand. But I just think that I think Jiggy is, I think Chikadze is a better striker. I really do. I just think he's more technical. I think that has, like I said, really good kicks. His body kicks are great. Training the King's MMA. I'm sure he's training on his ground game. So, yeah, man, I got to go with the dog here. This is dog pass. I'm going to go Chikadze, and I'm going to go into the KO. I don't trust Emmers at all, so I'll go Chikadze with a second round KO. And I was, thinking about betting it, but I'm going to stay away. I have 3 plays so far. I have like 9 units risk on this card, so I'm going to stay away. But yeah, I got Chikadze. So next fight, we got Emily Whitmire versus Polli on a Viana. This is a close fight. I've been going way back and forth. Whitmire is 4-3, I think. We're 4-4. Viana's 10-4. Viana definitely has more experience. Her back's against the wall for sure. If she loses, she's going to get cut. I definitely like fighters in that spot because a lot of them usually win. Whitmire missed weight. That's not a good look at all. I mean, she looked terrible at the weigh-ins. I really don't know. This is a really close fight for me to call. I would never bet Whitmire. I would never bet. I don't know. I wouldn't bet either of these girls in the spot. But if you have the dog, I feel like them, or like close to dog. I don't know. It's just one of those fights. It's so close because Whitmire is definitely the bigger girl. Striking wise, they both get hit a lot on the feet. Whitmire has a pretty good ground game, but then again, she's been tapped out 3 times and she can get taken down too. She looked pretty decent against Free Boston, so she got tapped out. But Viana is a punching bag, man. She gets hit a lot too. They both have good ground games. Viana has a good jab. I don't know who's the better striker. It's close. I think Whitmire might have the better striking. I think Whitmire might have the better wrestling, but I think Viana probably has the better ground game. But it's close. I've been going really back and forth in this fight. Personally, it's dog or pass. I'll go with Whitmire because she's the dog right now. I think that she's a little stronger than Viana, but I'm not confident at all. And I don't know who's going to win this fight, so I'll go with Whitmire, but I'm not confident. Next fight, we got GM3 versus Winn. This is a good fight. This is actually one of my like, the most one of the best fights of the card. This is a fight that could go either way. We got GM3 is 30-12, and Winn who is 6-0, I think, or 7-0. So yeah, so GM3, he's 5-4 in the UFC. He's a good fighter, man. I mean, he's definitely declining. He's definitely getting close to probably getting to the end of his career. But he's not a jobber by any means. He's a good veteran. He's tough. He has good cardio. If you slow down on him, if you get tired, he's gonna break you, just like in the Hoda fight. He's lost 3 out of his last 4 fights, but 2 of those losses were splits. The Kevin Holland fight was pretty controversial. I thought Kevin won, but it was close. Kevin, looked like an idiot in that fight. And then the fight with Anders, Anders definitely lost that fight. I do think GM3 won that fight. Um, so GM3 strikings look pretty better. Improved lately. I mean, his last fight against Anders, GM3 looked good on the feet. I mean, he has a really good body kick. He has a good straight leg. He has good hands. But good jab. We all know about GM3 is his ground game. He accepts getting taken down. He's really good off his back, and he can sleep. He's really good on the mat. He has really good jiu-jitsu. He has a better ground game here. Winn definitely has a better wrestling. I do like Winn. He's clean. I thought he actually beat Stewart in a really, really close fight. But, I mean, Winn's a very tough dude. He's a really good chin. He does slow down. GM3 has a better cardio. Um, you know, Winn made weight, so congrats. Wait, hold on. Did Winn make weight? Because I actually don't even know that. Let me check. Someone tell me if he made weight. Did he? Okay, he did. Okay, so he did make weight. That was definitely a question I had. If he was going to make weight or not. But in this fight, man, it's Winn has a speed advantage for sure. Okay, he has good striking. He has a good right hand. He's explosive. He's a lot faster than GMD. He's just so small for the division, and I don't know how he was fighting at 205. So GMP is definitely the way bigger guy. But I think Winn has more power. I think that Winn's gonna tag him on the feet. I think Winn is going to take him down, but he's going to have to be really mind his P's and Q's in the mat because GM3 could definitely choke him out. GM3 could definitely tap him out. I mean, I think we could take him down, control him, but I mean, GM3 could definitely man sweep him and get on top of him. So the ground game's sketchy for sure because I give GM3 the jiu-jitsu advantage, but I do think Winn has a better wrestling on the feet. I do think it's close. Like I said, I think GM3 is technical. He has a really good body kick. I give Winn the striking advantage. I think it's really close though. I think he has more power. But the longer the fight goes, I think GM3 has a better cardio, so it's really close. It's a really good fight, but I got to go with Winn. I think Winn's gonna hurt GM3. I don't know if he's gonna get him out of there because GM3 is really tough to finish. I mean, I know he's been tapped out like 100 times, but in the UFC, I don't think he's even been tapped out once against Joker, and he's only been knocked out against Santos, so he's really tough to finish. I think Winn's gonna win a very close decision here. Just landing the harder shots, getting the takedowns. It might be another close fight if GM3, get pissed because he probably won, but I'll go with Duran win. So next fight, we got Rodolfo Viera versus Safarov. I mean, what else do you want to say about this fight? This is a banger, but I got to go with the Black Belt Hunter. Safarov is kind of a jobber. He's fun to watch for sure. I mean, what he does at the weigh-ins and all that stuff. He gets like a shock, dude. I mean, the guy's a finisher, but the guy lost it for Volante. But then again, he hurt himself in that fight, so they rematched. He would smoke Volante. But yeah, he got the win last fight against that jobber, Nick Nirmamr, whatever his last name is. But yeah, I mean, I got Viera here. I mean, Viera, does slow down. He was in a couple sketchy moments for Spahota, but yeah, I think Viera is going to get a dominant, first round finisher. But we'll see who he fights next because I feel like Viera is going to get faded really soon as he fights the top 15, top 10 guy. I want to see him versus Brennan now, and I think that would be a really good fight. I don't know if they're going to make that fight, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. So, or they can throw him in the deep end and give him Chikadze, but that's never going to happen. Chikadze's fighting Brunson, not pretty smart stuff. He's going to get a very big fight. Next fight, we got Mark Madsen versus Austin Hubbard. Yeah, this is another fight. Another fight, pretty straightforward. Madsen's a legit grappler, dude. I mean, the guy's so strong. He's an elite wrestler. Austin Hubbard has really good cardio. He's technical, but he just doesn't throw that much. He trains, at elevation at a good camp. But I don't think he's a jobber, Austin Hubbard. He's a very tough kid. He has, pretty decent wrestling too. He definitely had a couple moments in the Ramos fight, and then he, won versus Prepulek. He's a slow starter. He's the better striker here for sure. But I mean, I think Madsen's just going to get a hold of him and just throw him down, ragdoll him, and either win a dominant decision or just get a quick finish. I think Madsen's just too dominant on the mat here. And yeah, I'll go with Madsen. I'm going to go with the first round finish over Austin Hubbard. Next fight, we got Sean O'Malley versus Teco Quinones. I'm a big O'Malley fan. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters, man. I mean, I'm so happy he's back. He's a good prospect. I really do. He's undefeated. They've been building him up, the way they should with the prospect. This is definitely his toughest fight, though. I mean, Teco's, not a jobber. He's no slouch. Teco has, a good grappling game, a good ground game. He has good movement on the feet. Trains at a good camp and alliance. Obviously, Sugar's the way better striker, though. He has a really good jab. He has good kicks. He has good movement. He has good right hand, man. A good pressure. I mean, a good chin, good cardio. O'Malley's the real deal, man. He's a good prospect. I'm really curious to see, who they're going to give him after this fight who wins. But I mean, and 2-year layoff too. So I mean, we might see even a better O'Malley. I'm sure he's been working on his ground game too. Um, he's training with freaking Tim Welch and Tim Kino and all those good guys. Man, they're both black belts. And I think Kino's a legit black belt. But Tim Welch is a black belt as well under him. Sugar O'Malley, really good straight left as well. Checo's been, he's chinny. He's been knocked out before. His chin is definitely a big red flag. I think O'Malley comes out here and makes a statement and starts. So maybe it's a really big fight like Murad or something like that. So I got Sugar by KO. Next fight, we got Howboy Oliveira versus Max Griffin. This is my first play of the night. I got the dog, Max Griffin, at, I think it's plus 125. I'm just going to double check this. Yes, plus 125. Okay, so I've seen a lot of disrespect in this fight. A lot of people are saying that Howboy's going to smoke him on this stuff. So Howboy's 28-1, Max is 15-7. I kind of feel bad for Max just because he's been screwed. I mean, he got screwed against Thiago Alves. He definitely won that fight. People are saying, "Oh my God, he has a losing record. He sucks and all this stuff." I mean, he's not. He's not 3-5 in the UFC. He clearly beat Thiago Alves. So you could say he's 4-4 in the UFC. But honestly, I thought he beat Morano, man. So you could say, if he has a winning record in the UFC, I do think that he beat Morano. I really do. I mean, if you want to argue with me in that fight, you can go ahead. But the thing in this match was that Howboy's in a 3-fight losing streak. He could say his basket wall. Both are basket wall. Or loses guys can cut probably. I think Howboy's just done, man. I think he's at the end of his career right now. I mean, I think Yancey I think after that Yancey fight, man. I mean, all that damage that he took in that fight. I mean, Yancey broke him, man. And I mean, Yancey really deteriorated him, man. That chin. I mean, Hubbard just doesn't have that much left. I mean, he loses the Howboy, loses the Yancey, breaks his nose, loses the parry, doesn't do anything. Loses the Dalby. I think Dalby pretty much dominated that fight. In this matchup, I think Max is a better wrestler. I think Max is really good wrestling. He has it in his back pocket. He doesn't use it all the time, but he's been using it lately. That's about how he beat Morano. I think he definitely take down Howboy and kind of control him on that. I think on the feet, Max is actually more technical. I think Max has a good jab. He has a good right hand. Really good striking game. I like Max Griffin, man. I feel bad right here. Like I already mentioned, all these people, man, are saying that he's not a complete jobber. He's not. He is in a lot of close fights. I'll give him that. I mean, he had that war with Zaleski. I mean, they both hurt each other. Colby dominated him. I mean, Colby's the best fighter in the division. Yes, he is the best fighter in the division. He'll beat Usman when they rematch. But anyways, yeah, Howboy's a quitter, dude. He really is. He is. He's a quitter. Max is not a quitter. I mean, Max is a very tough dude. I think Max is more durable. I think both of them have, cardio problems. They both slow down. So, that's definitely a red flag for both of them. But yeah, Howboy's chinny. Max, definitely gets hurt in his fights as well, but I think Max is the more durable guy. I think Howboy's good in the clinch. I think he has a good straight right, but I just think he's more shot. I'm telling you guys, he's more shot than Max Griffin is. I don't even think Max Griffin's really shot. He's just, he's definitely, he's getting close to the end of his career, Max Griffin. But I just think he has more ways to win this fight. I think he's a better striker. I think he's more technical. I think that Howboy probably has more power. But I mean, you watched in his last fight, Howboy doesn't do really anything, man. And I think Max is going to bring it, man. I really do. I think he's going to go after him and hurt him. I think he's going to take him down. And I see him winning a pretty comfortable decision here. So my first play of the night is I got Max Payne Griffin with a win over Alex Howboy there. I'm going to go with the decision or a late finish. So next fight, we got Magny versus the Leech Jing Wang. So I think the next 3 fights are actually on my place. We got Magny 21-7, we got Leech 17-5. So this is my second play of the night. I got 4 units on the Leech and minus 165. This is my first bet that I bet, or my first favorite bet in a while. I think the last time I bet a favorite was John Mahal Hill. Yeah, I don't bet favorites that much. I bet dogs for the most part. But when I see a line, when I see, um, I see a mismatch, I got to go after it, and I think Leech is going to dominate Yoel Magny, man. Magny has not fought in a very long time. He's washed up. He's on a decline. His chin's not good. Leech has a huge advantage here on the feet. I mean, Leech has improved so much. I mean, he has good takedown defense too. I mean, he can get taken down, but he has a really good get up game. Ever since the fight against Flake Matthews, I mean, that was a really, really good fight too. It was close. I do think Flake edged it out, but if they rematched, I mean, I do think that Leech would dominate Flake Matthews. And I mean, that was the turning point, man. After that fight, I mean, he went out there and finished Sawada with that body kick. He dominated, man, Zaleski, man. I mean, that was a really good performance. That was the best week we've ever seen. I mean, he's a really good striker. He's 9-3 in UFC, dude. I mean, one of those losses against Webb, I thought he won. It was a split decision. So he could be, uh, 10-2 in the UFC. The fight against Kate Nakamura, he was dominating, and he lost in the third round. And then the Flake fight was, a very close fight. He's a really good right hand. He has power. He has a good jab. He has good kicks. He has good movement. He's technical. He's always in and out. He has a good chin. He does get hurt in his fights, but he's tough, man. Leech is a really tough dude. He has good cardio. He's won 7 out of his last 8 fights. He has wrestling in his back pocket. He's definitely not going to use it here against Magny, though. I think Magny is probably the better grappler, but I think it's going to be really tough for him to get him down. And I think on the feet, like I just said, it's a mismatch, dude. I think he's really going to get hurt. And I think Leech is going to go after it. He smells blood. He's a finisher, man. I think Leech is going to go out there, make a statement, and finish Yoel Magny in the first round and hand Yoel Magny his 4th KO loss. So I got the Leech jingling for the first round KO. The next fight, we got Dariush versus Klose, and we got I don't know, not right his record on here. I forget. We got Klose as 11-1. It's my 3rd fight of the night. We got 2.5 units on. I don't know if I mentioned that about it because I have 2.5 units on Mass Griffin at plus 125, 2.5 units on Klose at plus 145, and 4 units on. Yeah, I like Klose here. I actually do like Benil. He is a good fighter. He used to be a top 5, top 10 guy. He's definitely declined. He's definitely, getting close to, at that in his career. But he's still good. I mean, he went up there on a 3-fight winning streak against Dober. He beat Thiago Moises, and he beat, what's his name too, last fight, Camacho. The Dober fight was sketchy, though. I mean, Dober almost got him out of there. But Dober's been tapped out multiple times before. That's how you beat Dober. You take him down. I think Klose is better than Dober. I really do. I think Klose is better than all 3 of those guys. I think Klose is, he's 5-1 UFC. He only lost against Tamer in a very close fight. My thing of this fight is that Benny probably has, more ways. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Benny has a good game. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, he has a good technical striking. He has a good body kick. He has a good grappling game. He's a finisher. I mean, he has good jiu-jitsu. But the cardio advantage for Klose in this fight is just so big. It really is. I mean, if Benny slows down, he slows down all of his fights. He really does. Klose is going to take advantage of him, man. He really is, man. I mean, Klose is a good fighter, man. This is a very evenly matched fight. I mean, I definitely think that Benny is, the better grappler. I think Benny has a really good ground game. I think in the first round, Benny's going to come and throw heat. He has a good straight left, and he has a good body kick. But after the first round, they Klose are going to take over. And Klose's striking is improving well. He has a good jab. He really good weight kicks. I definitely think he's going to hurt Benny with the weight kicks. And he has a good right hand as well. And he has a really good chin. Benny's chin's not good. It's deteriorating. I mean, he's been knocked out like 3 times. He's been hurt in this fight. So Dober hurt him bad. I think one thing I like about Klose in this fight is that he brings it, man. He crushes you, man. He's going to get in your face and he slows people down. Like he's really going to slow down Benny, man. He's not going to give Benny any room for anything, room to breathe or nothing. So I do think Benny can get him down. I know Giagos took Klose's back, but Klose was really comfortable in there. He trains with really good guys that are fight ready. And I do think that Klose is the better fighter. I really do right now. I mean, maybe like 3 years ago, he definitely wasn't because he was green. But the cardio advantage is so big and the durability advantage. I mean, Benny doesn't have a chin. He really doesn't. And his cardio is terrible. It really is. So the first round's going to be tough because Benny's, he has a good game. But after the first round, I see Klose just slowing him down. I see Klose breaking him. And I do see Klose getting the finish here. So I'm going to go to Klose with a look at the second round TKO. But also, honestly, I do think that Klose has wrestling in his back pocket. I don't think he's going to take down Jakar or Benny by any means, but I do think he has. I mean, guy was, he wrestled in college, wrestled in high school champ. I mean, it's going to be tough, I think, for Benny to rag on him. I really do. It's not like one takedown, the fight's over. It definitely isn't. So we saw him in a bad spot last fight against Giagos, and he got out of it. So I'm going to go with Jakar Klose, second round TKO. I think he's going to break Benny, and I think he's going to get him out of there. So co-main event, we got Weili Zhang versus JJ. Yeah, this is a good fight. This is a close fight too. JJ is really technical. She is a good striker. I do think that she's, on the decline though. I really do. Her chin is definitely deteriorating. Uh, she's been going about 125, 115. She's lost 3 out of the last 5 fights. She's taken a lot of damage. So you can just falling. Yeah, I mean, the thing in this fight is that Weili Zhang went out there and smoked and brought in 25 Woody or 25 Woody Street. She's way bigger. I think that she has more power too. I think that Weili Zhang is for real. I think that she's gonna go out there and hurt JJ on the feet. She has a grappling advantage too. JJ's been taken down like 24 times. The longer the fight goes, I mean, I think Weili has good cardio too. I think she can win a decision too. It's not like okay, the longer the fight goes, JJ definitely wins. Um, I don't think it's a mismatch or anything. I think it's a close fight because I do think JJ is more technical, but I think Weili has more power. But I do think that Weili could go. Um, 5 rounds here and win a decision. But I don't think JJ could finish with Weili, but I do think that Weili can finish her. I think Weili's really good in the clinch too. Um, it's close. I don't mind the shot on JJ. I think that she is um, live for an upset because she's just a really good striker. But I just think she's good towards the end of her career. I really do, and I don't like her chin. I really don't. She gets hurt in a lot of her fights. I think Weili packs a punch, and I think Weili, her elbows in the clinch. She has a good right hand. I think Weili's and she has a grappling advantage. So I put Weili the KO, but I don't mind taking the shot on JJ. I'll be playing JJ actually on DraftKings, but yeah, I got Weili. Next fight, we got Izzy versus Yoel Romero. Izzy undefeated. Romero 13-4. This is a great fight. Romero I think has lost 3 of his last 4 fights, but he beat Whitaker in that rematch for sure. That was a robbery. The Costa fight was close. I just rewatched it a couple days ago. It was really close. I do think Costa won, but I mean that was one of the close fights in a very long time. Izzy's just more technical, man. I think Izzy's going to pick him apart in the feet. Romero has his grappling advantage, but his cardio is just not good. He always slows down every fight. He has power. He could definitely sweep Izzy. But Izzy doesn't get hit that much. He really doesn't. He has a good chin too. Kelvin and Whitaker both hit him with some good shots. Izzy's just really good head movement. I mean, he's just so good on the feet, and his ground game, his takedown defense is really, really good. I mean, if Romero shoots, I think he can get him down, but I think Izzy's gonna get right back up. I really do. Um, Izzy has a huge speed advantage here. He has really good jab, a good right hand, really good leg kicks, good cardio, good kicks. I mean, huge cardio advantage here for Izzy Stylebender. Izzy's a beast, man. He didn't have to take this fight, but he did. Romero has a really good chin. He really does, and he is one of the best fighters in the division by far. You know, I think he has to get him down low to get through this fight. I mean, he definitely can strike. He definitely has power. He has a really good straight left. He really does. I mean, but I just think he slows down, and I think the biggest path to victory for him is get the win on the mat. But I don't see him, control him on the mat. I think he can catch Izzy, but I think Izzy's chin's so good, and I think Izzy's, just gonna, be the more technical fighter here and win a decision. Probably. I don't think he's gonna catch or finish with so I'll go with Izzy by finish. So there you guys go. In the comments real quick. Who are your 3 locks in DraftKings? Um, I don't know, man. I don't really like the word lock. There's no locks in this game. I really don't. I mean, you could obviously say like the 3 highest guys. I don't know who the 3 highest locks are. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. So my 3 plays are I got Leech, I got Klose, and I got Max Griffin. So there you guys go. I'll be back next week. Sorry for doing this on Friday the last 2 weeks. I've been busy, but we'll try to get it out earlier next week. So, all right, guys, take it easy and let me guys know. Oh yeah, one more thing too. Yeah, something wrong with my comments. I think YouTube like took away people. So people haven't been able to comment on my channel the last like 2 or 3 weeks. So I feel bad about that. YouTube did that. Prediction Guru tried like help me out with that. I think we fixed it, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it works for this card. So all right, later guys. See you, Quinn.